I'm Chad Hullick. I'm from Melville, Saskatchewan. This year we used Insure Pulse for the first time on our peas. With Insure Pulse, the formulation was really nice to work with. The dump and go of it when time is a factor really makes life a lot simpler, not having to do any calculations. It was very nice to work with. The flowability of it adhered to the seed coat quite nicely. In this area, when we're treating seed, it's usually in the morning when it's cooler out, and when you don't have to worry about flowability of it and it freezing to the seed, because generally when we clean our seed, it's in the wintertime. So even that seed coming out of the bin cold, you can get flash freezing on the seed coat. And this really seemed to get a good mixing action on it and very even coverage. When it came down to coming out of the treater, it seemed to dry very quickly and didn't have an issue with it flowing out of the truck or bridging in the tank. It flowed like a seed that wasn't even treated at all, which was fantastic. This year with the Insure Pulse, the vigor on the peas seemed to be outstanding. They came up quite evenly. The stand thus far has been wonderful. Based on what we've seen so far, I would most definitely use Insure Pulse for next year.
I'm Curtis Donington from Swift Current, Saskatchewan. This year I used Insure Pulse on my lentils for the first time. What we liked about the Insure Pulse was the ease of use, the formulation. It seemed to dry nice on the truck and we didn't have any problems with flowability. So far it looks like the Insure Pulse is working well on our farm. The lentil crops look really good this year.
I'm Derrick Foss. I'm an agrologist with Top Notch Farm Supply in Fillmore, Saskatchewan. This year we used Insure Pulse on red lentils and flax for the first time. So one of the things we really liked with Insure Pulse was the formulation. We didn't have to add any extra water to get good coverage. It covered the seed great and it dried quickly. There were no issues with bridging in the tank or the truck boxes. We were quite happy with everything. We wanted to try Insure Pulse this year for the new modes of action to give our growers better control of seed-borne and soil-borne diseases. So far, the crop looks excellent and we're excited to see the yield results.
I am Jason Swan from Beachy, Saskatchewan. This year, I used some Insure Pulse on some lentils. With the Insure Pulse, we didn't add any water. We really loved the formulation. There was no mixing. It just went on perfectly and dried evenly. And we were able to treat right into the drill. This year, we seeded the Insure Pulse beside a competitor seed treatment in the lentils. And with the Insure Pulse, we also noticed the emergence of the crop actually came up a little bit faster than the competitor. Based on what we've seen so far, Insure Pulse will be a very good fit for our farm.
I'm Joe Hara from Ceylon, Saskatchewan. This year we used Insure Pulse for the first time on our small green lentils. What I really liked about the Insure Pulse was the no mixing of a bunch of chemicals. We just dumped in some water and went. With the Insure Pulse we had great coverage and it flowed great coming out of the treater as well as it went through the drill great with no bridging or nothing.
I'm Joel Cavers. I'm from Beaver Farms at Sedley, Saskatchewan. This year we used some Insure Pulse on our flax for the first time. Just because of the nature of flax, any moisture with flax, we've never considered treating flax before. We had trepidation about doing it, but our local rep encouraged us to try some, and so they gave us a jug and we did treat enough for about 100 acres of flax this year. So one of the things we noticed right away, the formulation, we didn't have to add any additional water, and so it was just pour the jug in and treat, and it worked very well. We treated it, and it flowed into the truck very well. It was dried very quickly, and we put it in the drill the same day and seeded it without any issues. We did leave an untreated check to compare. We were quite pleased with the emergence of the flax. My son and the local rep went out and looked at the plants, and upon pulling them, they noticed on the treated that there was more vigorous root growth, like a longer root system on the treated versus the untreated.